Hello, hello. It says that I'm live. How are you guys doing today? I am so excited to be here with you guys. I'm just going to tag everyone. I can't on High Priestess Tarot School, but I can in the other group. Okay, let's see here. Hello, hello. How am I not able to comment? There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to wait a few seconds for anybody to arrive. If you're watching the replay, feel free to put hashtag replay in the comments. Let us know that you were here. Hello, I see some people popping in now. Welcome, welcome, guys. How are you doing today? How was the challenge, everyone? So this video is going to be me giving feedback on some of the challenge readings. I asked you to let me know if you wanted your reading reviewed. And so basically, I'm just going to give a little bit of feedback, maybe add to your reading if you were having difficulties with your reading. Maybe my input will clear some things up. Hi, guys. Hi, Maida. Hi, Brooke. Hi, Maria. Love this challenge. Me too. I had so much fun. I had so much fun with everybody. If you are behind, if you are not on day 10, so today, at the time of filming this video, we are on day 10. If you're not there, that's okay. You don't have to be. You can go at your own pace. You can continue posting in the group for as long as you need to finish them out. So feel free to continue to share and to continue to do your readings, even if you're not on day 10 yet. I learned so much about what I'm going through right now. Yes, tarot is such a great introspective tool. Hi, Christina. Hi, Dee Dee. Welcome in, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So this live is going to be all about providing feedback, and I'm also going to share a little bit about the Tarot Practice Academy at the end of this video. Also, feel free to ask any questions along the way. If something doesn't feel clear, if you'd like me to go deeper into something or repeat something, feel free to let me know in the comments. Hi, Lakeisha. How are you? Maida says it was great. I'm so glad you loved it. I've had so much fun too. I haven't done today's, but I'm going to try to do it after this video. How did it feel, those of you who posted publicly? I know for me, it felt a little bit vulnerable to be posting my reading and talking about what came up for me. How about for you guys? You guys did so good. You guys did so good. Did it help you realize anything about your tarot reading? Maybe invite you to read in a different way. Maybe remind you that you already know so much about tarot already. Maybe give you some inkling as to where you can learn more when it comes to tarot. What did you guys learn about your tarot reading from the challenge? Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Lioness. Welcome in, guys. So for those of you who submitted your feedback requests, I just want you to know that everything will be anonymous. So nobody's going to know it was you. If you'd like, you can chat with me about it as I'm reviewing the feedback. If you want, I won't even use your name when I'm responding back to you. That way your privacy remains intact while we're doing our feedback. Opened my eyes to a lot in my life. Yeah. Hi, Jennifer. I read reversals with a positive spin with this challenge. I love that, Brooke. You know, I think all of the cards have a positive connotation, and I very much choose to read as empowering, as positive as I can. I was scared, especially since the messages were so personal. Yeah. It was a little vulnerable. So for those of you who did post publicly, pat yourself on the back. You did great. That was very brave of you, and I want to honor you for that. That's amazing. I've been receiving the posts so late. I only did one. However, I did do it. Was really cool at embracing my intuition. I love that. I tried to tag everybody every day. I hope you guys didn't get annoyed by all the tags. Every day I tagged everybody in the daily post. But they're in the featured section. And also, so here, if you'd like to continue using the spreads, if you're not finished, you can feel free to go to the group in the featured section. I'll show you real quick. Let's see. Let me go over here. So you can go here in the group in the featured section. Is it changing or no? It's not changing. Let me stop sharing. And then okay. Let's see how that looks now. Okay, so learn tarot and magic. So right here in the group, you can still find all 10 of these posts here in the featured section of the group, and you can continue doing it there that way. Also, on top of this video that I'm live in right now, look at this. I'm looking at myself, there is a PDF version of the challenge spread. So the video that you're watching right now, just go above and you can click right here and you can get the spreads. This is for people who are not already on my list. Everybody on my list will be getting the spreads next week. If you're on my list, you can still sign up for it and, you know, still be on my list. Okay, let's stop sharing. I've been tied up with stuff and yeah. I missed out on a lot. Yeah, I totally get it. Sometimes we don't have time for things like that, like this, and that's okay too, right? Okay, let's go back to the slideshow then. Any questions before I get started, guys? Okay, I don't see any questions, so let's go ahead and get started with the feedback. Like I said, I've removed any identifying information. Here's the spreads pack. If you'd like to jump in and get that. And it's totally free. Okay, so let's get started with the feedback then. And if you guys have any questions along the way, if you don't understand anything, if something feels confusing, please let me know. Okay, let's get started. So this was the enhancing communication spread. And let's just kind of go through it line by line. So the first one is, how do I currently approach communication with others? Hi, Leslie. How do I currently approach communication with others? And this person got the Emperor. I approach communication with intention and discipline. This is very much me. Why say it in 50 words when 5 is plenty? Mm-hmm. And then keeping conversation short provides safety and protection for me. So when I think about the Emperor, and I want you guys to know, always during the feedback, there's nothing about yours that's wrong. It's never anything that's wrong. Okay. So for the Emperor, for me, I like to think of it as definitely this sort of leadership or take charge. So I'm curious if you take charge during your communicating with others. Do you take responsibility for it? Do you take charge of it? Are you on the shadow side of things, do you think about the conversation a lot after you're done with it? Do you feel responsible for holding a conversation or for, being a certain way in conversations? I think those are all some like really interesting questions to ask with this card, Emperor, here in the number 1 spot. With number 2, the 9 of Wands, being prepared. Oh, number 2 was what could help me be a more active listener when communicating with others. The 9 of Wands. And this person said being prepared for conversations, concentrate on the here and now rather than wasting energy on the unknowns. And so for me, the 9 of Wands is kind of about putting up walls and putting up definitely like this sort of putting up walls, maybe feeling tired, worn out, wounded. So when we look at it in the context of the question, this could be an invitation to take down some walls. What could help me be a more active listener? I always think about when I look at this question, I always think about how often it is that I am listening with the intention of responding. So even though I'm hearing what the person is saying, I tend to be formulating a response in my head instead of actively listening. So possibly there could be for this person, maybe just asking yourself, do I have some walls up that are preventing me from really actively listening? Am I getting triggered in certain conversations? Am I making things mean what they don't mean? Where might I be able to examine these walls, see why they're there, and ask myself how and if I want to open those up? Okay, for number 3, and feel free to add anything you guys like as well, anything that pops out for you guys. Number 3, what helps me to effectively express my emotions? 9 of Cups, knowing that there is spirit around me all the time providing support, even if I can't always feel them. The way I feel or the outcome of a situation is irrelevant. They will support. So for number 3, for the 9 of Cups, the 9 of Cups for me feels like contentment. It feels like having everything you need. I love this, how this reader wrote about feeling connected to their spirit guides or spirit divine energy, so to speak, whatever name you want to put that on there. I really like that. In the context of the question, what helps me effectively express my emotions, being the 9 of Cups, I think about I am able to express my emotions when they're good, when I'm content, and when I'm happy. I wonder if this person might have more difficulty expressing their emotions when they're having what they can consider like negative emotions or harder emotions. The 9 of Cups is just this happy, content feeling. Is it easier for you to express your emotions, happy and content, than it is when you're unhappy and discontent? Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. Number 4. Okay, what could I focus on in my communications to build stronger connections with others? Okay, what can I focus on in my communications to build stronger connections with others? You got the Page of Cups, being trustworthy and understanding, allowing emotions into the communication, not being afraid to ask for help, and using intuition more. Yeah, I love that. I love that so much. The Page of Cups is, to me, a very idealistic card. The Page of Cups is kind of pie in the sky, imaginative, creative, connected, has these dreams of these deep connections, maybe in the beginning of his journey of connecting deeply with others. And so for me, I think that this is an invitation to know that anything is possible with your connection with others, to know that you can imagine these really strong, deep connections and really tap into that. And it feels like a bit of a daydreaming energy as well. I really like what you've put here in addition to that. So kind of all of that. I love the not being afraid to ask for help too. I feel like the page is kind of at the beginning of a stage. And so when it comes to communication, if you are looking at increasing and strengthening your intuition, asking for help and asking people to be understanding during the communication as you're trying out new things and looking at communicating in a different way, I think is really helpful. So I love that so much. Okay, how are we doing over there, guys? I'm not seeing your comments, probably because I can't see the StreamYard. So hold on. I'm gonna stop sharing for a minute. Okay, let's see. I don't think I've missed anything. Am I on the list? Maida, yes, you are on the list. Yeah, but there's always going to be an opportunity. A door opened up even though the current door is still open. Yeah, I like that. I don't know who you are because it doesn't say your name, but yes. I like that. Anything else about this one, guys? Should I move on to the next one? Any feedback from you? Hi, Dee. Welcome back. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next one now. Unfortunately, I'm not able to see your guys' comments while I am sharing. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so next we have day 6, aligning with the universe. And it looks like this person got keywords. So let's take a look at their keywords and how those keywords might apply to the questions. Okay. So aligning with the universe. Number 1, what energies are surrounding me at this moment? Consequence. I really love this actually in place of 1 because I feel like it's this reminder that the energy that we're in is the energy that we have created for ourselves. It's definitely that adage of you create your life, you create your own existence. The moment that I'm experiencing right now is a direct consequence of, my life leading up to it. What decisions have I made? What have I said yes to? What have I said no to? What have I allowed in my life? What have I not allowed into my life, right? Oh, hi, Jennifer. Yeah, there's actually more because I'm streaming in 2 groups, but yes, you're right. So really just asking ourselves, like, what has put me, first off, celebrating all of the amazing things that are putting us in all of the happy moments and the happy situations, and also asking, like, what do I dislike about my life? Maybe there's some things that I'm not so fond of. Taking responsibility for, like, the decisions that we've made along the way, or maybe the way that we're showing up, or whatever that may look like. And there's some things that, we have zero control over, right? And then those are all about acceptance. But I really like this card because it's this this kind of nod to, this is karma. This is consequence. We will always be living in our own karma. Okay, number 2, how can I best align with the universe's flow? And this person got the world, and their keyword is completion. So how can I best align with the universe's flow? There could be something that you're being asked to put in the past. So I like to think of the world as the end of an era and the beginning of a new era. So we're finalizing something, we're finishing something, and we're stepping into some sort of new beginning. So to best align with the universe's flow, the invitation is to step into this new beginning, maybe not to hold on to the old and to allow yourself to open up to the new. I also like to look at this card in terms of wholeness as well. So when I think about this card too, I think about like accepting our wholeness and seeing ourselves as whole. So aligning with the universe's flow could be honoring the wholeness within. And if you're somebody who thinks like, oh, I already think I'm whole. Okay, that's cool. Just honor that, right? What can you do to honor your wholeness? Okay, so then number 3, what thoughts, behaviors, or situations can I release to create space for new opportunities and growth? 6 of Wands. So looking back at the past, this is a really, no, that's 6 of Cups. Your keyword is recognition. So what thoughts, behaviors, or situations can I release? And this can be a little confusing when we get something like this, right? When we get, what can I release? And we have this very beautiful energy of like recognizing ourselves and allowing ourselves to be recognized. And so what I like to think of is I like to think of like, what do we need to release in order to recognize ourselves? What do I need to recognize, or what do I need to release? What thoughts, behaviors, or situations can I release to recognize how amazing I am doing and have done? How can I celebrate myself? What do I need to do or think in order to celebrate myself? So there definitely feels like there's this sort of honoring, like just looking at the whole first three, I'm seeing like a lot of like honoring where you're at, knowing that you've done so much to get here, stepping into this new era for yourself and allowing yourself to be proud of yourself and honor yourself. Then the last one, what message does the universe or my spirit guides have at this time? So the message is to keep protecting the things that are like on fire inside of you, those wonderful creations that you have going on, this amazing next steps. There is a defensive nature of this card, but for me, it feels to me not like building walls. Like the Nine of Swords or the Nine of Wands is more like building walls. The Seven of Swords is more like setting those boundaries that protect that like inner fire, that inner spark. So we're defending that inner spark, right? We're like setting boundaries. We're saying no to this. Like this is my creation. This is my inner spark. This is what I want next. And so the Seven of Wands is all about protecting that. So what message does the universe have? Protect that inner spark, protect what you're creating, protect what you're doing, set those good boundaries. And so there could be something that isn't going right for you or isn't going well for you, and you're being reminded in this reading to set good boundaries and to celebrate how far you've come. Okay, any questions about that one? I'm gonna stop sharing for a minute. I'm gonna come on over here so I can see your guys' comments. Justice card tells me to connect more with my mindfulness for cause and effect reasons. Yeah, I like that too. Yes, yes, yes. I like that a lot. Any other feedback for this one? Okay, I think we have two more. So let's get going. Okay, so the next one is from day 9, freeing my true self. So this one's a little bit harder for me to read. Let's see, I don't think I can zoom in at all. Okay, so this person wrote, my perfectionism has put me through a lot of trials and tribulations. I need to acknowledge them and use them as stepping stones, recognize them and harness the strength and talents that I have to bring success into my life, embrace my imperfections and become one with them and grow together to me my authentic self. Yeah, I love that. That's so good. Yeah, I'm not seeing the spread questions right now. I'm about to look at them real quick, but yeah, that devil card is all about like freedom, isn't it? It's all about letting go of those things that keep us stuck. Okay, so how has perfectionism impacted my life and well-being is number 1. So you can see like the wounded nature, you can see the protection, these sort of walls that are up. So for this person, I would ask, like, have you been building up walls to keep people out? Have you been worried that if they are able to see the real you, then they're going to know that you're not perfect? Is perfectionism creating walls between you and other people? Okay, number 2, what area of my life can I embrace imperfections and see them as opportunities for growth and learning? You've got partnership. So this is in a direct answer to the first one, right? So we've got the first card where you might be building walls up between you and other people so that they won't know that you're not perfect. And then we have this beautiful invitation to connect with others. So first off, building walls, keeping us from connecting. The invitation is to connect with others. Take those walls down. Allow yourself to be vulnerable with people. Allow them to see your imperfections. If you think about the people you love most in life, you love them because you know their imperfections and you love them through that, right? Okay, number 3, how can I cultivate self-compassion and kindness towards myself when facing imperfection? Celebrating you, celebrating your wins, celebrating your accomplishments, celebrating the real you in your imperfect state, right? It's all about recognizing how amazing you are and allowing yourself to be celebrated by yourself and others. So I really love that as well. And then the last one, how can embracing imperfections lead to more authentic and fulfilling experience? Embracing imperfections will keep you from feeling stuck in this sort of bondage. So right now, you could be feeling like you're building these walls, you're not connecting with others because you're afraid that they're going to perceive you as imperfect. So you're being invited to go ahead and be in relationship and to allow people to see the real you. You're also being invited to step into joyful recognition of yourself so that you can let yourself be free of this sort of stuck state. So this is a very cohesive reading. I love it so much. And now I'm going to read yours again. My perfectionism has put me through a lot of trials and tribulations. I need to acknowledge them and use them as stepping stones. Recognize to harness my strengths and talents to bring success into my life. Yeah, I think this is beautiful, and I think that this whole reading is definitely inviting you to connect with others and to allow yourself to be imperfect with other people. Okay, now I'm going to go back and see if I missed any comments. Yeah, yes, I built the walls up so high. Mm-hmm. Oh, Pam, I'm trying to work through day 9 right now. Okay. So I think this might be the actual person who submitted it. So let's see here. So my current place of residence is definitely not working for me, and I'm being reminded of it fully. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I do think that a lot of your readings, and I'm speaking directly to the person who did this spread because they're in the Tarot Practice Academy, and we do a lot of readings together. But yeah, I think that you're right. I think a lot of your readings have been pointing to the fact that that's not working and what you're going to do in order to make it work. And I think this specifically is reminding you to, connect with others and to share yourself with others and not to feel like you have to be perfect. Okay. Moving right along. Any other questions on that, since I know you're here with me right now? Is it okay if I pop your thing on the screen? I am doing everything incognito, so they're anonymous. And now you're showing up with your name. So I need to get out of my shell and deal with not being perfect. Yes, and I invite you to, instead of saying I need to say I want to. I want to get out of my shell and be okay not being perfect. When we say need, it just feels like so constrictive. it feels like something we should be doing or we're supposed to be doing. So I invite you to just say, like, I want to get out of my shell. I'm ready to get out of my shell. Love it. Me too. Okay, let's move on to the next one. All right, so this was number 10. This was today's spread. I'm so excited about this. Okay, and I think somebody said that this is a beautiful deck. I like it too. It's really in line with the Rider-Waite-Smith, and really nice artwork. I like it. Okay, day 10. So this person said, embracing the unfolding. My reading today was blunt and put things into focus. To accomplish the things I need to do, I need to collaborate with others. You will fall down, but it is up to you to stay down or rise up. Let go of your emotional baggage and start living your life to the fullest. You will overcome your challenges if you remain dedicated to your purpose and effort. Oh, I love that. I love that, love that. Okay, let's break it down. What energies or themes are present in my current life journey? And you got the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, what energies or themes are present in my current life journey? Yeah, the Three of Pentacles is all about working together. It's about working as a team. It's about collaborating. It's about, we just got done doing a reading for you, which was all about taking down those walls and connecting with others. Same message, right? The exact same message coming through here with this first card. Number 2, how can I connect with higher guidance or spirituality to feel supported on my journey? We've got the Three of Swords. So this is kind of about letting go of those painful things along the way. There could be something that you're being invited to connect with your higher guidance or spirituality to, like heal that sadness, that grief, that betrayal. Maybe, we were talking about things not working out for you in your living situation. Maybe this is an invitation to let go of any negative feelings about that. Like you might feel like, I really pictured it to be differently, or I really wanted this to work out, or maybe it's an invitation to take away a lesson from your situation as well. The next one, what can I let go of to embrace the flow of the journey more gracefully? And obviously, when it comes to something like the Ace of Cups, we're not letting go of blessings and we're not letting go of abundance. So this is an invitation to really hold on to that. Letting go of feeling like you're not blessed, of feeling like you don't have enough, feeling like things aren't right. This is an invitation to count your blessings, to notice your blessings, so that you can flow with your journey more gracefully. And I love that this Ace of Cups, which is literally flowing with water, is the answer to this question about the flow of the journey. So beautiful, right? And then the last one, how can I cultivate trust and openness to embrace the unknown aspects of my journey? And so then we have this Seven of Wands, which is definitely feeling defensive, putting up walls, putting up blocks. But I feel like in this case, this is like the one from the Light Seers with the light in the tummy, where she's like meditating with this bubble around her. So how can I cultivate trust and openness to understand that you can create the boundaries that you need, to understand that you are able to protect those things that you love with simple boundaries? So definitely, I feel like number 4 is an invitation for boundaries. It's an invitation to defend that which is important to us. And so, yeah, this is about working together with others, letting go of the things that haven't worked, finding lessons in that so that you can move on to things that are working, seeing the blessings in everyday life, and protecting those big dreams that you have and making sure that those are your top priority. Love it. Yeah. Yeah, great job. You did really good. Both of them. Thanks for sharing those for feedback. Okay, so Pam, you were asking me to give you feedback on one, right? Was there one that you'd like feedback on, Pam? You said, I'm trying to do day 9 right now, and the cards that came out for me. Have you posted it anywhere? Is there a picture that I can pop up on the screen? Perfect. So I'm going to get a picture of the day 9 for Pam, and then this will be our last feedback for the day. And then if you want, we can talk about Tarot Practice Academy. I'll answer any questions about it. So one of the things about Tarot Practice Academy is these are just like the spreads that we use in Tarot Practice Academy. Every week I come up with a new spread, and we use that spread in our Tarot Practice session. So let me go ahead and get this added to the slide. Okay. I'm going to share it with you guys now. Okay, so let's talk about number 9 when it comes to these cards. Okay, freeing my true self. So, Pam, how have my perfectionistic tendencies impacted my life and well-being? So you got the 3 of Pentacles. So I wonder, this is very similar to the one that we just did with that 9. And the first one. It's all about working together with people. Do you feel like you have a hard time working with people, collaborating with people, opening up to people? I definitely feel like this is a very communication-based card. Do you feel difficulties doing that because you expect yourself to be perfect? Are you worried that they're going to find out that you're not perfect? Is there a part of you that has a hard time being in a team because you're worried that you won't do well enough? This could even be like a worry of letting people down. Number 2, what areas of my life can I embrace imperfections and see them as an opportunity for growth and learning? So here we have the 8 of Pentacles, which I love. I love this card so much. It's so pretty. I love this deck so much too, by the way. The invitation here, I feel like, is to possibly there's mastery is a part of this card, which is like knowing your stuff. It's about like knowing what you're doing, having it all figured out, really being in that place where you can feel confident with what you're doing. And so I feel like this is an invitation to embrace those parts of your life where you haven't mastered those things. It's easy to feel confident and to not worry about perfectionism after you've mastered something, but it's much harder before you've mastered it. So as you're learning, as you're growing, to allow yourself to become, to be imperfect. Because when you think that you're perfect or you want to be perfect, that doesn't allow for growth. It actually keeps us stuck. So this is an invitation to allow yourself to be where you're at and release those imperfections so that you can get to that place of mastery. And then next up, how can I cultivate? In fact, I love that mastery is a better word than perfect. So many of the times we're striving for perfectionism, when really I think if we're striving for mastery instead, that opens us up and allows us to put ourselves out there and to continue to grow. Okay, number 3. How can I cultivate self-compassion and kindness towards myself while facing imperfections? Oh, this is a Tower card. So how can I cultivate self-compassion and kindness? You got the Tower card. So this could be an invitation to let go of that stuff that's not working. So many times when I think about my Tower moments, I'm like clinging to like one little thing that'll just stay with me. So this is an invitation to not cling to the things that are falling away. This is an invitation to allow change and growth to happen, even if it doesn't necessarily feel good, which I feel like is interesting because we kind of talked about that this morning as well, about like knowing that when we're creating a new skill, it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable, just like this card, the Tower, is uncomfortable. Allowing it to be uncomfortable, allowing those things to fall away, and allowing yourself to make those changes. And then last but not least, how can embracing imperfections lead to a more authentic and fulfilling experience? Oh, I love that. Growth. Yeah, we were just talking about how perfectionism keeps us from growing because it keeps us stuck in one place because we're not practicing, we're not doing the things that could be helping us grow because we're stuck, because we're frozen from feeling like we need to be perfect. So embracing imperfections will lead to more growth, more expansion, and more ability to really capture those things that light you up, which is what I think that the Ace of Wands is really about, right? Like those things that make you feel passionate and on fire and happy, and lit up. And like you have your keyword as growth, which I think is perfect too. Makes sense? Mm-hmm. Thanks, Maria. I love your definition on mastery. Thank you so much. Yeah, the Tower card there, I had to think about it for a minute, but it's definitely exactly what we were talking about earlier when we were talking about, that change, that growth and change is never easy, guys. It never feels good to grow. There is a part of our limbic system, we used to call it critter brain in coaching school. There's a part of our limbic system that freaks out when we grow, when we change, when we take on new things. And so one of the things that's really important if you want a life with expansion of growth, of personal growth, of spiritual growth, is to learn how to regulate your nervous system in a way that you can keep going through the discomfort of growing. It will always be there. It doesn't matter how far along in your journey you are. You will continue to run up against that sort of resistance, that sort of fear, that sort of discomfort that comes with growing. It's a part. I mean, I'm 5 years into the process, and it still happens for me. I think no matter what, however far I level up, it'll continue to be there. I will just have better skills in terms of coping with that discomfort. Oh, both day and 8 and 9. You got the Tower card. Yeah, you're so welcome. Anybody have anything else to add to this one? Well, let's talk briefly about the Tarot Practice Academy. This isn't going to be like a big speech or anything. I'm just going to let you guys know what's in there and leave it open for questions. Is the sound going in and out? How's the sound for everybody? Yeah, so let's talk about the Tarot Practice Academy real fast. If you guys have any questions, let me know. The reason why I am doing a flash opening of the Tarot Practice Academy is that I have recently launched and introduced the Tarot Reader Certificate. You guys asked for it. It's my most requested offer. Everybody's like, when am I going to get to become a certified tarot reader? So that time is now. I have launched this new offer for the Tarot Reader Certification. And I thought long and hard about what I wanted those requirements to be. And, a lot of you who are watching right now are in High Priestess Tarot School or Tarot Practice Academy. Oh, sorry, you're late. No worries. I'm so glad that you're here. So many of you that are watching right now are actually in High Priestess Tarot School. And I actually thought about adding it to that program, but I really felt like it would be a disservice. I felt like one of the essential things that we need when we're becoming certified as tarot readers is practice, is reading for others. So I have included it with no additional charges or no additional fees to the Tarot Practice Academy. So what is the Tarot Practice Academy? The Tarot Practice Academy includes the High Priestess Tarot School, which is my $7 a month program. And in it, you get weekly tarot practice sessions. You get some extra meditations, some extra spreads. You get a weekly spread and your own Facebook group. So in addition to everything in High Priestess Tarot School, you get an additional Facebook group, those weekly tarot practice sessions, and some additional content. And the Tarot Reader Certificate if you choose to get it. You can earn the certificate in 12 weeks. No earlier than 12 weeks, but it'll take about 12 weeks to earn the certificate. If anybody has any questions at all, feel free to ask. That's really, I just wanted to touch on and let you know this program is only going to be open for 2 days, 48 hours. You have to sign up if it's something that you're interested in. Maria says, love it. What I love about it's funny because when I created the Tarot Practice Academy, I was like, people need practice. I would not be where I'm at in my tarot journey if it wasn't for practice. It's a necessity. So I was like, people need practice. So I'm going to create the Tarot Practice Academy. And then I created it. And there's a link right above this video if you'd like to sign up. If you're in the High Priestess Tarot School already, you will receive your last payment in the High Priestess Tarot School refunded. Okay, so anyway, I was like, people need practice. I absolutely want to offer something where people are able to get the practice. And then we did it for a few weeks, and I was like, this is so much more than just practice. This is personal growth. This is spiritual growth. This is a chance to get to have face time with me, maybe not one-to-one, but you do get time for questions within these sessions. So time with me, time to ask any questions that you're having, time to get feedback from me about your readings. And in the tarot practice sessions, you do not have to read for somebody else. You can come to the session and read for yourself. You can still get FaceTime with me. You can still get community with everybody else and feedback about your reading. You can ask me questions. There's so much benefit, not to mention, the weekly reading are just like all of these spreads where you have these insights and these ahas, and weekly you're thinking about something in your life that you would really like. Oh, what? I don't know who said this because it doesn't say, but I'm going to read this. This is so sweet. Nobody judges. Sunny is there to help, and we help each other. It's so true. It's a very relaxed and welcoming way to practice readings. I've loved getting to know some of the people here, especially since I don't get out much and I work at home. Yes. I feel like we get to build deeper connections with each other there, but I feel like it's a mix between personal spiritual growth, tarot growth, and practice. Oh, Laura. Thank you, Laura. Yes. Hi, Corey. So if anybody has any questions about the Tarot Practice Academy, I'm ask them now, and then after that, we're just going to go ahead and wrap up. By the way, we do offer 4 sessions every single week. So you're allowed to come to one, and I offered it 3 different times so that I can make sure that everybody's able to get in. If you do sign up and none of those times work for you, let me know. We'll create a new session. Oh, Pamela, it's such a safe and welcoming space. I really feel like that too. You guys are amazing. Alrighty, guys. I think that's it for today. Thanks for joining me for the feedback. Thanks for submitting your readings for feedback. If you are interested, I was thinking about adding that as a part of the Tarot Practice Academy, where you could submit one reading every single week for feedback, and then I would record a video of my feedback. So let me know if that's something that you would like. And because I actually think I'm going to add it. I think it will be added to the Tarot Practice Academy. So if you're in the Tarot Practice Academy and you'd like that, let me know. And feel free to submit for feedback in the Tarot Practice Academy group. Oh, did you just get here? You're so welcome. As soon as I end it, you'll be able to watch the recording. Oh, perfect, Maria. Oh, Pamela says, I love that too. I think that's Laura. I love that. Awesome, guys. Yeah, I think that it would be a kind of a nice little add-on to the Tarot Practice Academy. So yeah, feel free to submit, and I'll make a post about it in the next few days. But feel free, if you are struggling with one of your readings, feel free to submit it. And this even works for like client readings or something like that. I can give you my feedback on it. All right, guys, have a great day. Thanks for joining me. I will see you in the next one.